Let's try and use savoir-faire to grab the tie. Failure. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. Grab your chest. Ooh, we hurt ourselves trying to get the tie. You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. I'm guessing this is bad? Very, very bad. This is the in bad. Well, let's try and remain conscious. Well, that was a very quick game. Yeah, it is an excellent wall, right? Yeah, the new camera. Well, it's not a new camera. It is my Canon EOS 5D Mark IV, but I just got in a tripod today to be able to use it as a webcam. So I hope you guys are enjoying the much better view of me. Disco Elysium. Check our options. I'm going to pause my friend Paul's music. Again, you can find Paul's music if you type in !Xdeath. Go and check him out. He's a great musician. But yeah, we're going to listen to the Disco Elysium music for the time being. What? No. What is hardcore mode? No, we are not. We are not going to do that. Let's see. Full screen. Yeah. High. That's right. Dynamic shadows. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. This all seems good. All right. So, which archetype should we do? Or should we just create our own from scratch? Should be a thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas, sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Or physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. I mean, physical is definitely the caveman James archetype that James loves to play. I was thinking about sensitive, maybe going for a more Hunter S. Thompson type of game. Well, actually, you know what? All right, Sean, have a good night. Get some sleep. I know it's like 2 or 3 in the morning for you. How about we create our own? Because that's just the type of person I am. So I definitely want to do, let's see. Right, Mr. Sudbury? Okay, so I think I do want to do, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so let's go with Genius Psych and then Weak and everything else. Let's actually bump up Motorix a little bit more. All right. So we get a signature skill. It should probably be something in Psych. So we got Volition, which is holding yourself together, keeping your morale up. Inland Empire, which is hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. That's pretty fun. Empathy, understand others, work your mirror neurons. Intimidate the public, assert yourself. A Spirit de Corpse, which is understanding cop culture. Or Suggestion, charm men and women, play the puppet master. I think we're going to do Inland Empire. Yeah. So I'm definitely, as I said before, going with trying to do it like a Hunter S. Thompson type of vibe, like a gonzo cop, like a gonzo detective, I guess. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their dress. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Let's begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Let's simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more of this.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion? God, I love me some sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allons-y, let's go.
All right. Nothing down to fuck all borough.
Well, how about we visit the ancient Zero home?
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Sing me the Song of
The
Death.
Song of Death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation.
A sensation.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Ooh, I succeeded my volition check. Excellent. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop! I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I'm not scared. I'm a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth? Okay, I'm a bit scared now. Let's go back to the dark. You know, I want someone to cut my head off.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound carrying cold from hell.
Well, I certainly did a number on this room. So we got pants. Got a tie floating from the fan. See, is there anything in this bottle? The magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Well, we got the empty cassette case. Ooh, there's a shoe over there. All right, let's put on some pants. And this jacket, I guess. Alright, so there's a shoe over here. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Fish them out. It says, whirling in rags on the aluminum keyring. There's a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched in it. It should open the door. Green shoe, left foot. What is this? Broken window. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Let's try and assess the damage. Oh, we succeeded. Excellent. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from inside. Did I break it with my own hands? Let's take a look. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. What did this then? More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Let's assess the size of the impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. Maybe it wasn't me? No, I don't need it. I don't need anyone. The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly. Oh, there's our shirt. See bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Alright, we have our shirt. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Yes, he does, James. There's a lot of different endings. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really? Nothing? Really, all the recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in is drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Well, let's wipe the mirror, see what man lies underneath. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, abort. Oh, we succeeded in our Inland Empire roll. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it. What? What's wrong? Where'd it even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. I'm sorry. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it, and it doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. At least my tongue is okay. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. All right, chat. Should we stop doing this, or should we wipe the mirror and see what we look like? What horrors lie in our reflection? What do y'all think? James, I know you've been in this situation before, so I'm going to... Okay. Chat has voted. Let's wipe the mirror. Behold. You have no idea who... Hey, Sid the Jerk. Thank you for the host. Glad to see you in here. What were you streaming tonight, Sid? Overwatch. Did you have a good Overwatch, Sid? Dear Lord, help me. What is this? Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. Or this is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. I think I'm a superstar. It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait. Is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with your face? Why? I think it might be because I'm a superstar. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You couldn't stop if you wanted to. It's neurological. No. This is what superstars do. We're going to keep making this face. So if you guys notice, now down at the bottom left, there is now a picture of us looking handsome and very, very healthy. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. Please promise yourself that you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. I promise, but it's a lie. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead, try something. Let's see, we got an 8% chance on this one and a 3% chance with this one. Let's go with the, I guess the 8% chance. We failed. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Let's go ahead and try the electrochemistry while we're at it, you know? We also failed that one. It's too late. Like an image on film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Well, this door appears to be locked. All right, let's see if we can get this tie. The fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck, so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. Let's try and use savoir-faire to grab the tie. Failure. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. Grab your chest. Ooh, we hurt ourselves trying to get the tie. You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. I'm guessing this is bad? Very, very bad. This is the end bad. Well, let's try and remain conscious. Well, that was a very quick game. We have died. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met, Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer commented. That ain't easy on the ticker. He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague, but I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case. Can we, Yeah, all these are my old saves, so, I guess we start again. Wow. Maybe we should go with sensitive, because that does give us the 4 physical, which I think should make us less susceptible to just dying. I tried to get the tie, James, and then I suffered a heart attack. So we're just gonna go with this thing because it gives us a lot more in physical. The Furious are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is never,
We're gonna skip past a lot of this since we already went through it.
Time passes. You got it, sweet brother. Coming right up, sir. Smooth. Alright. Nothing town to fuck all. Great choice, Elder One. The song of like a
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, a fiery streak.
But we still went with sensitive. Well, actually, James, our intelligence is 1 right now, so I guess we're going to find out. All right, let's try this again. The door has been locked from the inside. That's interesting. So this time I did not get a option to pick up the tape on the ground there. All right, let's get some pants and my jacket. We got our keys. Disco ass blazer. All right, let's get our shirt. Let's do this thing with the mirror again. Wipe the mirror. I'm a superstar. Failed that again. Failed that one again. Let the mirror be for now. Alright, let's try and do this tie thing again. James, no promises. Ooh. Much less chance on it now. Pull on the fan. Oh. Maybe it would have been better to stop the fan last time. Pull on the light bulb. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Bring it on. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable. Yeah, we got the tie this time. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. All right, now that we're mostly dressed, except for one missing shoe, let us go see if we can find our other shoe, and maybe we can stop walking like a weirdo. How do I get out of this screen? go. Door opened. Alright, how do we make it to the balcony so we can get our shoe? There's something on the table. Ooh, we got 40 cents. Hey, look, it's our shoe. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Yeah, we got shoes. Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. Gain experience plus 10. There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. I wonder how they fit. Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. All right. Look at all them clothes on us. I think we look pretty good with a tie but no shirt on. You guys enjoying the game so far? Look how much better I'm walking now.
Hello, officer.
You know, I bet she's gonna like my expression. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? The young woman shakes her head slowly. Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir?
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Should I try a suggestion? It can't be retried. I do have a 42% chance. It's better odds than Trump had going in the 2016 election. Failure. The words have already left your mouth. I want to have fuck with you. She erupts in laughter, all the fatigue swept from her face. What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. I said I want to have sex with you. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said, but she's unable to finish, consumed by laughter. Come on, man, pretty please, one more time. Don't back down now. Say what you said again, proudly. I said, I want to have fuck with you. Goddamn right you did, you crazy asshole, you. She wipes the tears from her eyes. What kind of cop are you? Superstar cop. It's been established. Okay, that's cool. Or if I can maybe just ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. I sincerely think I'm a superstar. It's a theory I'm developing. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise...
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
I don't think she did it. Yeah, D. Delaney, you might. I don't think it's a very taxing game on the computer. I can't even hear my fans going at all. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray, still smoking. You should pick up that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Am I a smoker? Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Garoma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette. Or better yet, an entire pack. Oh, wait. Ned M, thank you for the host. Strike that a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug. Or, you could not do that. No one is making you. I should enthusiastically do that. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly, a cool renegade man, a mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses. Do they? Interesting. I wonder what bonuses I get. We'll deal with her later. She said she didn't do it, but that's just what somebody who did it would say. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. We decide if he's bemused, Mr. Slippery. We decide. What does the sign say? Summer door closed for the winter. Well, I guess so. This is where the lyrics would be. Ah, a big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The radio is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. My soul is immense. Thank you for the couch coins contributing to the Chason Sings and Dances challenge. I forget. It was something suitably Eastern European, Hilo. Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. Whether they like it or not, ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. This goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person who's mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yeah, so that sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought, see if it works. What should I sing when it comes to it? You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You'll wreak havoc with it, don't worry. Lamentation sounds good. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going. I think lamentation. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. Let's finish this thought. This feels right. You belong here. Gart, the cafeteria manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Succeeded an empathy check. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan. I sense you're not a fan of mine. Oh no.
You're a hero. A real hero cop.
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First, you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all of those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy, the white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on the wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now. All right, I think we can take our leave of this guy. Ooh, autosave. Finally, now if we die, we don't have to start all the way over. Ooh, is this coffee? I could use some coffee. It's a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the words Monday is written on it. I could see Jack Nicholson, I guess, D. Delaney. A sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open, 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. All right, I guess I'll talk to him. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? Hold on, who is he to me? He's your half-brother. Huh. Shake his hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant. Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative, conceptualize. All right, let's roll this dice and try and come up with a name for ourselves. Only 28% chance to be successful, but I have a good feeling about it. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It's so cool. You instinctively run your hand over your multi-pattern orange tie. The sensation of wrinkled silk somehow makes the name sound even cooler. More classy. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you just said, just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware that I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
Sure.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we
One
take
thing
a look
about,
at the coroner's case.
About Hunter S. Thompson is he always acted like he knew what was going on, even when he didn't.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What were we supposed to do again? Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? We all feel that way sometimes. There's no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. He concludes, but first we have to take it down. Let's get going then. After you, officer. If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge? Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? You mean you don't have a badge? I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge. Oh, there's a moment pause. Then he continues, obviously relieved. If you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand. Lieutenant Kim Kitsurugi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever, by clicking on him. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant. Mr.
Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Ooh, a posture check. Thank you very much, my pretty friend Fred. I'll take this time for a little stretch. Feels good. Thank you for that posture check. Ooh. All right, we're gonna drink a little beer. Always important after a posture check.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call.
I do have a party, James.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where?
I'm going to raise
Are
my
you a
desk a
local?
little bit. Hold on. Okay.
What? With Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Oh, look at this guy, Mr. Important, managing cafeterias.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
What do you mean? Do I have questions? Yeah.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me? Like a police officer would.
Why did Sylvie go away? This is the second time you've avoided the subject. Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it. Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on a tree there. And how do we get there, then? That's easy. See the door there? He points to the west. First, you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard, the prey drive says. Did you kill him, Gart? No, I didn't. You can tell me, Gart. You killed him, right? I didn't. He turns to the lieutenant. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Why did you have to kill him? Do I have to answer him? He asked the lieutenant. Is this mandatory? Lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable. Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him? What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone. Anyone? Have you killed someone else then? He ignores you. That's all. Ooh, I got 30 experience points. Let's go. Not so fast, he points to you. You owe me 130 real. No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination, but thank you for the contribution, Mr. Subsound. That puts us at 75% raised, which puts us on track to me singing and dancing sometime next week. You know what, my pretty friend Fred? I think you're right. Horrific Necktie says, let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those. No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk. What's real? Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real. He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent. The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it is safe to assume he means you owe him some money. By real, do you mean some form of street cred? No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him. Did I just hear my tie speak to me twice? No one is saying that. No one is saying the tie can talk. That would be ludicrous. It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money. Great advice. I'm considering it. Give the tie an affirmative tug. The lieutenant looks at you tugging on your garish tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder. If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. But what exactly is money? What are you, a philosopher? Actually, I might be. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room. Or, he peeks into the ledger, or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Where do I get it from? Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. He looks at the lieutenant. I'm sorry, I don't think cops take bribes. Some do take recompense. The lieutenant is dead serious, but only to survive. Why do I need it? For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo? Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us, me too. That's why I need you to pay me. He stops and says, mostly to himself, I'm not an asshole. Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. So shuffle his nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuri looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. What do I owe this place for? Let's see. He dramatically turns the page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. There's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work, maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30. 130 real. And yes, real is still money. You know what? You're right, my pretty friend Fred. It is our money, not his. Let's arrest him. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. Put this man in his place. Oh, how did I... An 83% chance to succeed on that, and I still failed. What the hell, game? The words leave your mouth as if walking up the stairs. Everything is going fine until you reach the end. Take one step too many. I fucking well can, bitch. Oh, so apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you be the broke cop who owes me money, and no one will arrest anyone because that's insane. How's that? Sir, leash your tongue. The lieutenant's voice is controlled yet threatening, like it's coming from a different person. The words nail the cafeteria manager to his place. Man, I love Kitsuragi. He's a good guy. Unmoving, he stares down the counter with his cheeks reddish. Officer, he turns to you. You need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place. There's a shortwave radio in my car. When you get the time, use it. You need to get this investigation started now. I'm sorry, but I can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home. I'll see what I can do. The man starts to say something, but then thinks better of it. Good luck. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. I have no idea. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. I don't know. Near? South, maybe? Or far away? Or up on Marble Hill? Up on Marble Hill? Why did you say that? Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marble Hill? No. He thinks for a moment. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marble Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to. That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Thought gained. Hobo cop. Entertain the thought, and when you get the time, maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages. So this game has these thoughts. When thoughts enter your head, you can choose them, and they give you certain... if you internalize them, they give you certain advantages. But while you're internalizing them, they give you a disadvantage. Like this one, while you're researching it, which lasts for 4 hours, you get -1 composure. A cop and a hobo cop. Upsides, can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. Don't kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never hear, you're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Solution. Okay. I can't internalize it yet, though, because I don't believe I have enough experience points. And honestly, I'm not sure I want it. Let's see. Sing karaoke. Inspect victim's body. Report your badge you're missing. Who made the call reporting the crime. And pay for damages. Okay.
Yes?
Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Would you say this is a mysterious case? The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Night, Snarf. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Feel better in the... Well, not feel better, but feel rested in the morning. The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? There was some interest in the case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was... Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering it? Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rights. We'll get on it immediately. Wow, really? That's mega sexy. Or... It doesn't have to be a cult. It can just be sex murder. Yeah, I think sex murder. That's commendable. Was there anything else? He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with that. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He considers the phrasing. A pissing competition. His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. What do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. Tell me about it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. All right. Well, I'll let it go for now. Is there anything else you want to know about the case? Actually, I have all I need for now. I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses. That's correct. That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncut material if you say so yourself. I'm not going to call him a bino. Glasses are cool. Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. You could use a good, normal pair yourself. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm half Saolite, or quarter. My father's friend was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but not from my mother's side. But from my mother's side. She said, it's not an interesting topic. What is Seoul? It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. He seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular revichelaire. He's glad to have shot down your question. Tell me a secret about yourself. Lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. Ask again. Your brain sends a signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? This guy's got authority off the charts. With just a flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall. So what can I do about it? Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. If Lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow and you seem to regain control of yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking, do you have like conversations with like your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. So how do you know? What, think? Well, I do most of my work inside my notebook. Lieutenant produces a small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special. That's all for now. Good, let's change the subject. Let's wait a little bit on well, okay, I can retry it later on. So let's go ahead and try and convince him there's a sexy dark mystery twist to this case. Failure. Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. Ooh, I damaged my morale trying to do that. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you. Alright. Let's go. Actually, let's talk to this nice lady in the wheelchair.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
Lieutenant nods politely. Does that mean you like me?
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw, and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
That doesn't stop me. In another time and place, she might have flirted back, but that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This is Lena, and wacky enough. Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot. How'd you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Raiding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? Oh my, she sounds impressed. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I know. But there are also side mysteries. Sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. She turns to you. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Why? 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but... She looks out the window wistfully. Martinez is the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time. Sweetie needs money. Do you sweeties get money? Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When you get your next paycheck? If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad lost person on this earth. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under that bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. Ooh, I'm going to tug on her heartstrings. Success! Your deployment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I'm at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me. I've gained a commemorative pin. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but she unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I could give you this to pawn, just to tide you over. Wonderful, Lieutenant remarks drawly. He has a pin. Perception sight. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, Saint Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races. Where can I pawn the pin? Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there will be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful. I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money. I'm not a bad guy, you know. I'm just down on my luck. Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. I gotta get going now. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. Wonder who made that hole in the fence. Couldn't have been me. Oh, looks like this kid is throwing stones at the body.
Kono's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, Nabakumpi Kuno.
Hey, get a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick!
The boy sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. Stop using slurs in my crime scene. That's not how we do
Can't
it.
talk, pig! She's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
Juicy, what now? I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kono's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kono know what a rake is? Kono's not a gardener.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no! Kono doesn't buy that shit! Fucking entrapment shit! The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us f***s, Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Kim, what should we do?
Shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright! Entertain the Kono! Show me what you got! What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got!
Body, what do you know about it? Shitload, pig. What's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking. He's totally choking. Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know? If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got here, and the usual. You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask him whatever comes to mind. Do you know who he was? Kuno's fuck gimp. He picks up a rock. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic. Do you know how it got up there? Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. So you didn't see it happening. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. He puffs himself up. Kuno wasn't regional. Oh, okay. Where did you go then? I don't know. Some fucking... He looks around trying to come up with something. Mesk or something. I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Where's Night City? Kuno gives this information out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. He draws snot up his nose. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. Seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Yeah, you tell the Kuno. More on this later. Let's talk about something else. You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost! About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard? Right, Pig. It's where Kuno plays his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else. Who's Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, Pig. The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. Kuno. Primal. Violent. Kuno. Sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog. Yeah, his eyes light up. Think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit. He seems glad someone understood what he was going for, but right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape! Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno. Help! Just answer the questions. Help! He's digging his dick out. Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid. Pigs are hurting, Kuno. Somebody please. It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez. Shut him down. I'm going to punch him. I punched the Kuno. Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap. What? This oriented 12-year-old is trying to get his bearings. I think we can have a normal conversation now. Am I right, Kuno? Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. The officer breaks his silence. Get yourself together. For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far. Don't make this any worse than it is. Just get back to questioning the kid. Okay, Pig. He's no longer wearing his demonic grin. Something happened. That punch made him calmer. If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he'd planned. I did just punch a 12-year-old James. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything, he declares with pride. The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor. Okay, Pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. He brushes the dirt off of his pants. The fuck do you want? Don't have a great chance on this, but let's go for it. Ah, failure. He's on your crime scene, bossing you around, and he's been here for some time, too. It's where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful. You can turn the Kuno down for a moment. Let's talk like normal people. Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. He spits fast. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take Kuno. Stay out of the reactor. Kuno's gonna fuck you up. She pushes her bony fist up in the air. Up, up, up. Normal is not what we got here. You gotta work with what you have for now. I have more questions about the crime scene. Yeah, the Kingdom of Kuno. The fuck you want with it? Okay. So you respect me now? You're dreaming, Pig. That's not how this shit works. A little. But don't expect anything to change. Okay. What's this over here? Someone's trying to grow up herbs in this greenhouse. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. Look down. A cargo bell twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Active decay, the lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. He's about to blow. The cop's about to blow, Kuno. Let's try. Oh, failure. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within. Just let it out. You feel a great force wringing you from the stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. God. It's okay, happens to everyone. The lieutenant hands you his white handkerchief. Keep it. Thanks. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. Okay, well, where do we get ammonia from? There's Fritz nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, he points to the greenhouse. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow in the corner of whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell. Having the ammonia is a modifier to the endurance check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them. Got more magnesium and some more money. Alright, okay, I can't get in the green. So let's see if we can find the gardener. Oh, what's this over here? It is a really disturbing sound. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Can I get through over here? Pile of Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material in Eternite. What is this? It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material against slammed against an old shack. Ooh, success. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. Pull the panels aside. There it is. 5 experience gained. What is this then? A tool shed? He peeks inside. Let's investigate. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. Lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? No. I'm just a regular detective. Thank you very much. Someone is taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was just thinking about justice. Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics. The lieutenant points to the ladder in the corner. Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. The poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesolam, magnesium supplement.
Yes?
Oh, yeah. What's over here? These barrels are half full of rainwater. Okay, can't appear to get over there. What's over here? doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. It's a bucket. What's in the bucket? Ooh, a postcard. Alright, that seems to be it for this. What's in the box? Ooh, more health. What's all this then? More money. Almost up to $2. Oh yeah, over $2 now. I saw something hanging. How do I get to it? There it is. Why does it take me over this way to get to it? Policeman cloak. Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper's been left behind the enemy lines. I'm sure it's more of an instinct than anything else, but you know it's a cop's cloak. A cop's cloak! It's a cop's cloak! Yes, it's probably yours. It bears your RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. He judges the drop. Probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. 17% chance. You think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump? Cloak, I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it. Doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters tops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you. Yeah. Even though I only have a 70% chance, I'm going to go for it anyway. Was that a success or a failure? I think we'll find out soon enough. Oh, it looks like a failure. Holy wow, that's high. Doesn't seem dangerous. The lieutenant must be crazy to suggest that. It's a certain death. Right now, I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time. Alright, what are we doing up here? What are we doing? We're off the coast breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. That was our intention. He looks around, wind rustling in his hair. Or it could be that we're just exploring. He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again. Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. Motherfucker. Let out a whistle. Now that's a huge crane. Yes, that's one way of putting it. He turns to you with a faint smile, looks back at the crane. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress. We are focusing on your cloak here. Looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. Alright, well, we're going to go back downstairs for the time being. We need to get that body down. Heal up a little bit. Ooh, what's this over here? More money for Chason. All right, how's everybody in chat doing? You're quiet, but I hope you're enjoying watching me play. Oh yeah, time to hydrate. Get the last of my beer. Yeah, it's what, 3 or 4 a.m. for you, Hilo? Now that I have a beer finished, time to move on to energy drink. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Alright, let's see if we can find this gardener. So I don't recall seeing them inside. Maybe it's this person right here. Oh yeah, she has a wheelbarrow.
The RCM in Martinez? What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all. Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some? Sure, I'm done with it. She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves? Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Alright, let's try this dead body again. Oh, what's this on the ground? There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What kind of boots? Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails. All over the yard. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover, these are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being. Well, still only 28% chance, but let's go for it. Yeah, we succeeded this time. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We're deep in decomposition here. I'm glad you're enjoying it, pretty friend Fred. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. What kind of boots are these? They're armor, not boots. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabotons. Okay then, what kind of armor is this? Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel. Fair weather, he turns the boot slightly. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. What happened to the rest of it? The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if you had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for those pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno. Maybe he'll know something. If you wear those pieces, it will help protect your mortal coil. Why, does my mortal coil need protecting? Yes. Bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Casted in ceramic shell. Resist death. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. He removed all of his clothes to get to it. They did not strip him just for putrid rags. Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red-haired thing. I hear you I'm not going to say that word, cop. Talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to the Kuno's face. Fuck you, Kuno. You want to fuck me, huh? You want to fuck the Kuno? Ignore. Say no more. It's about the corpse and inspecting it. What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him? They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre. The Mazda, the Besmerites, and the like. This one still has his underpants. Why are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface? Kumo, this boot shit is super boring. These guys are total vitupas. This material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. Lieutenant draws a line on the condensation of the ceramic with his index finger. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary has deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to the semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. Ka-ching, baby! Nod to the boots. By ka-ching, do you mean... He tilts his head. Let's not log them as evidence. Let's steal them. What was that about the constabulary before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy. If this constabulary is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before the good men die? Does anyone get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without our dead men's boots. Oops, well, no one said it would be work. No one said it would work. Back to detecting now. Feet are important, my pretty friend Fred. I agree. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. That's just hearsay. These look pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree. The equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Knock on the boot. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. Punch it harder. Your face connects to the boot with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder. Lieutenant Cups is here. Did you hear that? A click? Yeah, like dice rolling. This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. He points to the toe. See these lines? Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them all together. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly. Let's try pulling the boot off. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? Let's not try for now. Back up and look at the corpse. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos and extremities botched pink and blue. Inspect the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Exactly, my pretty friend Fred. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. What was that? A word? Vermilion. In yellow letters along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion. Golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of a local brewery. This is a bad time for a drink, right? Extremely. What kind of rope is this? Industrial strength, the kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Like in a circus, when the circus leaves town and they tie a block-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen. Like in a circus, for transporting black-spotted giraffes? He considers it. No, more like in a harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention and not incriminating themselves. We're assuming dockers from the harbor did it? The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? No. They might have forgotten to brief me. You should ask me the first moment we get. They sure want him to stay here. The polyester seems strong. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. He rises to inspect the noose. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. How did they even get him up there? A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. The buckle closes. He makes a pulling motion. That's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there. Inspect the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretch across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin, their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly. It will be riddled with disco. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already most of the canvas that's holding it is darkened. Now it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink. Is this a microelectric system? I only have a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were, but it's not quite complex enough, is it? We're missing something here. I agree. A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange pocket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera. We'll let the lieutenant work. Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that? An instant color camera. He produces two metal-capped ampoules and sticks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence. I only have two ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting, then... A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour into the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Cool machine. Yes. He slides the camera closed and tucks it away on his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? So far, Kim really reminds me of the captain from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Captain Holt. Just that sort of very dry, like, I don't know what a sense of humor is. Or at least I pretend not to. Alright, I'm going to take another quick bathroom break, but I will be right back. You guys, take a moment and stare at this corpse while I urinate. Yeah, Holt is really good. Definitely one of my favorite characters there. I also grabbed a little salami from the fridge. You're welcome, James. It contains insight into the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his buddy to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes. The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath that curled meat, there is an expression. Not carried on his features, but below and inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death. I'm gone. Where have you gone? Into the wild pale yonder. Where is that? In the past, way out in the west. I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke. Look at me. You are now, but who were you when you were alive? A killer. A motherfucker and a killer. Takes one to know one. What is happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. It's the power of your black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips. Imagination. Yeah, man. Don't be crazy. Inanimate objects, by the way, this is my necktie talking to me. Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much. He loves those. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Yeah, give me a comical amount of questions. Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now. Is my name Rooney? Fuck no, you're no Rooney. Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just a Harry or something. That's right. Harry. I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. You might be onto something there. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Because you have. Love did me in, brother. Capo. Brother Capo. It was love all along. Can you ask me a question? Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? What? Looking at my face, motionless, looking in my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. Ha! The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly. Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air on your hands. The cold spring air is smoothing them over. Why are you feeling pleasure when you died? Maybe I was getting my rocks off. So, you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you? Do I look like an auto asphyxiation type to you? Yeah, you do, actually. Captain Copodromo, I fear we are drifting away. Fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question. I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Do I remind you of someone? A deep sea creature. No, not quite. Be fair now. A baby affected with harlequinism. You sure grilled out of that one, Copoloni. Enough. You can come back and look into this face anytime you want. Humor yourself with my harlequin features. Ask me your little questions. Freshen your memory. Create associations. Remind yourself of your mortality, Copolapo. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it? How should I know why you're squinting, officer? His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too. The rest is greenish. Oh, he snorts. You're trying to assess lividity. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot. So, what do you think? He's beaten up. See the bruises? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. Delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, coin slot. It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like. Something is coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces is eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purged liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. The fuck he's saying? James, stick around for just a little bit longer. We're going to play a Jackbox in a second. I'm going to finish up with this course, with this corpse. We are going to, then we'll save it there and we're going to switch to Jackbox. We got lucky. Did we? I don't feel lucky. I don't know what to think. What do you think? I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood is gathered in his hands and his feet and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. Could it still be he was moved after death? There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. I think he's dead. I agree. There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. Totally dead. This bust is not coming back. No siree, he shakes his head. Back off and get your breath. I have something I need to know, corpse man. Of course, you have your questions, don't you? Okay, I already got those. So how do we get him down? He stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down. Let's see. Let's see if I can get his boots off. The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm. Pig's gonna pull his head off. Brutal. Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? You're gonna pull his head off. Do it, homo. I'm gonna pull his head off, right? Yes, that's what I said. You compromise the coroner's case if you do, so please don't. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. You do understand the boots are steeped in cadaver odor, don't you? So are my pants. You have a point there, detective. You have a point. But Lieutenant taps on the boot. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet? You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Sounds like a plan. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky. What's going to happen to the boots then? Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. He looks towards the boots. Should we continue? Alright. Let's get him down from here. Inspect the victim's body. Yeah, I leveled up! The steel reinforced belt produces a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The average is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance, and even if we do, it's a question of cutting it. Let's see. We could saw the branch. Come up there and saw the branch. Yeah, either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree. I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Looks around then at you. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Okay, yeah, it seems dangerous. Can someone else do it? Someone else? You mean like the police? I mean someone who's below detective. Someone like a paid garbage man or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you the others won't come to help us, and we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down fast. Maybe we could shoot him down. Yeah, the enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang bang time, pigs. Shoot his head off. Lieutenant remains unaffected. How? I don't know, just, you know, shoot up there maybe. Point towards the branch. Yes, he corrupts his glasses. The buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits, then that might be a small chance to release the belt. Now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit. They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno. Lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awful stupid idea. Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that can happen? I'll blow his head off. Take it! Take the shot! Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit. Thank you for the contribution to the Chason Sings and Dances Challenge. My pretty friend Fred. Silence. With his elbows sharp, the Lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the phallostes position, taking aim. Corner of his eye twitches. His fingers on the trigger. Easy does it, partner. He's gonna fucking The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, God damn it. He feels bad about it. About his eyes, mostly. Just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him. Fucking idiot! Mokapa our soul. Kuno could have hit easy, but then Kuno not fucking handicapped, is he? Try again, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. He looks around, the windows overlooking the yard. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. God damn it, get your shit together. Remain collegial, officer. It was an honest mistake, and I will not repeat it. What now? I could try to shoot him down myself. As bad as it is shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim. I'm gonna need your gun for this. They only have one gun! Oops. This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen. Officer, why do we only have one gun? He asks, carefully loading his pistolet. I think someone has stolen it from me. Stolen my gun. Gun is stolen. Extremely unfortunate. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. The piece shines in his outstretched hand. Try not to lose this one, please. We're not off to a good start. This missing gun business is making your hand tremble. Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth. Feel the weight first. The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. The fuck you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth. Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. Point the gun at the belt. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm. Why don't you just shoot yourself in the mouth, she hisses. At least you won't miss. Not a great chance on that one. Let's point the gun at the girl, though, because fucking bitch won't shut up. Do it! Set me free! You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos. Don't. You feel the lieutenant's hand on your shoulder. Stripping her blazer open to bare her chest. Do it! Point the gun at the belt. Intense shake, copper. Close your left eye first. Her field of view narrows. Branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. Look, he's crying. You're gonna cry now, fucking fagari. I think I shot the corpse. A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. The ear so ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You miss the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down the belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water. Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a murko. I don't want to do this anymore. This is boring. I agree. Police work is overrated. It's trying and stressful. However, it is still our job to get the dead body down from the tree. Pigs don't have hands. They have like fucking hooves or something. Kumo has hands. Kuno can shoot shit down for you. Should we give Kuno the weapon? The man does not dignify that with an answer. He snaps the button in his holster and says, "We still need to get him down somehow." His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse. But how? The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. He sighs. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too. How do we get inside the harbor? From the gates? By negotiating or fighting? Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable. Let's get to it then. Alright, let's save it here. Can I do a new save? Yeah. I did save, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me on Disco Elysium. Let's do some let's wrap up with some Jackbox. Let's see. Where is Jackbox? Thank you very much, James. And thank you, my pretty friend Fred. Let's see. Let's do... which one? Which one should we do? Let's do Dictionarium. I like Dictionarium. Isn't it good, James? Don't you like that? All right. A little Dictionarium to wrap things up. In DJT. Alright, who else is joining us for this? Everyone in chat is welcome. Oh. Just go to Jackbox.tv and enter in that room code in DJT to join. We still got 4 spots left. Yeah, come on, my pretty friend Fred. Join us. Indeed, look at that crisp full screen Chason. All right, anybody else in the audience want to join us? I'll give you 10 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, camera's over here, 2, 1. All right, we are starting. If you want to join after this, you can join as an audience member.
Hello, welcome to the Dictionarium. I would like to have a word with you. And I hope you have some words for me.
What an intelligent crew. In the Dictionarium, you are responsible for making up and defining words. It's a team effort and also a competition. If you're just watching right now, join the audience. Enter the room code and play along. Time to begin.
No worries, Netta.
Right now, I am sending a word to your device. Write a definition for this word on your device. I found this word curled up on my tomato pincushion. Many words have Latin origins, so this part is easier if you speak fluent Latin.
Oops, sorry about that. Come on. I know some of you guys got more answers in there.
Come on, time is almost up.
Come on. Answer them questions. Yeah, there we go.
Show me the definitions. And now we vote.
Pick the definition that is the best fit, or the one that lights up your heart like a lightning bug. And remember, you can award bonus points to the ones that stole your heart. When there's a tie, I pick my favorite.
Nobody voted for mine? Bullshit. Well, I'm so happy that Hilo won and Space Demon didn't.
Toot toot. This dictionary entry needs a synonym.
A synonym, you say?
Give me another word that could mean the same thing as the definition on your device. Round 2, here we go.
Hilo, you did win that first one. No, James, instead, when there's a tie, the game picks its favorite, and you did not win that, James.
Submit! Time is almost up!
Few more seconds! Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Let's check out these funky, fresh new words. Choose the word that best fits the definition. Yay! A tie means that I get to choose the winner.
And you lose the tie again, James. Because you're a loser. Even if you are winning, you're still a loser.
Now we have a brand new word and definition. Let's use it. Write a sentence using the word on your device. Look, it is not my responsibility to give you advice, but I will say there are two kinds of good sentences, those which are heartbreaking and those which are funny. Everything in between is garbage.
Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Woo, only 9 more letters left. 8 letters. 7 letters. 6 letters. A mere 5 letters.
We're nearing the end. Submit!
4, 3, 2, 1. Bam, bam, bam. Time is up. I think.
I am eager to see these sentences.
Delicious syrup. All right, I've got a favorite.
It's time to vote.
Did you get your answer in, Mr. Slippy? Bam, bam, bam.
You spoke, we listened. The winning sentence is...
That's weird.
This is exactly what the dictionarium needed. Thank you. But forget gratitude. Who won?
No! Damn you, James! Damn you for winning!
Hurry back. A new word just got tangled in my bangs.
How's it feel to finally win one, James?
The game that you are playing, well, it causes much hilarium. You make up silly words and phrases ending in hysterium. You have to answer
I got the
quickly,
most
no,
likes,
you
though.
really mustn't carry 'em. And anybody can compete, a Tom, a Dick, a Harry'em. So gather in the living room, pull up a stool or charium with lots of foods and beverages like milk or juice or barium. Then start to make your crazy words and don't forget to vary 'em.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me.